Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. And look, as you guys know, EBO2's first week has officially ended in the East. So look, we're not even going to talk too much more. Let's just get straight to the content, because I'm actually want to see what the East is cooking in EBO2. Did Shanks do good?
Nope.
Fuck Shanks. Shanks didn't really get no support. Let's talk about the real decks. Did Enel do good? Did Calgera show up? Did Marco stop being the water boy?
Water sucks. Gatorade is better. What?
I don't know. Let's go ahead and find out our next episode of Dragon Ball Z, gang. Let's get it. Yo, what's good? Welcome back. Look, we're not going to do too much talking, but as you guys can see on the screen right now, EBO2 came out 125, so every deck after 125 will be in one of these tabs. Every single one of these decks. That means we have the Smoker, the Blackbeard. Looks like Blackbeard still spinning the block. We have a Vegapunk. We have 3 Enel. Luffy still doing something. RP Luffy still here. It got a boost. I'm really interested to see if it is using any of the new searchers. Bull is actually showing up. We even got more. Oh, wow. We actually got more purple Luffy's getting first place at some 3v3s as well. We have the brand new leader showing up, another RP Luffy. That's good. I think, hey, look, I'm calling it out. They're using the brand new searcher. Boring Blue Doflamingo. We have an issue. An issue actually got second place at an SB card shop. Definitely interested to see what that list is cooking for. We have the Law, we have the Smoker, Blackbeard, Usopp still coming in work. I'm surprised we aren't really seeing too many other Usopps topping. This is first place, 6-1 3v3. Another Enel, Bonnie, another Red Green Odin. I think Red Green Odin stocks are starting to go up. I think their stocks are literally starting to go up. So we got our Green Odin. We also have another EB Luffy topping deck, first place at a SB. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the content. First deck we have is Enel. The first 4 decks it's pretty much just going to be Enel, because it's YGOD, Yellow Gang or Die, YGOD. Shout out to all my delinquents. You already know how we getting down, and this thing got, what is it, 62 first place, can't beat it. And just looking at the ratios, 4 Shirahoshis, like I said, okay, we already knew that was coming. 4 Cats, 4 Yamatos. He actually going out for the 4 Shirahoshis. He's also only running the 3 Enel. He's running the 3 Enel with no searchers? Wow. And I've been telling people this is a sleeper card in every yellow deck. If you're a yellow player, more likely you're going to play this card. Very nice, but wow. He is not playing the brand new searchers for this. How much Rego for? Okay. Interesting list. Only running 3 of the brand new Enel is actually crazy. And then also tying that up with also only running 3 of the Portuguese. So he's running 3, 6. What is this? What was it? So he's running 3, 6, 10, 14 boss monsters. I don't know at one form, but you know, it is what it is. Enel taking first place. This is the deck list. Let's go to the next deck list we got. Next deck list we have on the screen is another Enel. Let's see if he mixed up the ratios. Gadatsu, he's also playing the Gadatsu, the 4 Cat, 4 Enel. Okay, that's go figure. So 4 Yamato. I always think this is the Trinity right here. 4, 4, 4. This is the 3 boss monsters. But he is actually opting out to run the 1 Ace. In this particular list, he is actually opting out to run into 3 Sabo. So it seems like this is just a personal tech if you're going to run this or the Shirahoshi, because the 5-drop Shirahoshi is not here. So this is just a personal tech. And this deck is also not running the brand new searchers. Wow. Another deck not using one of the broken 6 searchers. Okay, let's see what else do we got. This is another Enel deck list. Let's see, Shirahoshi at 2. Okay, Cat, Capone, 4 Yamato, Gadatsu, Flampy. He's also running the 4 Enel. He's running the 2 Ace. So it seems like these aces are really around 1-to-3 ratio. I'm surprised, especially since they aren't running any of the searchers. You know, the fact that they're even running this, I feel like this is just going to be a brick fest. They're definitely trying to build a house. And he's also opting out for the 4 Jewelry Bonnie, which is, I guess, is pretty shy, but running it at 4? I don't know. He's only running, let's see, 4. Okay, so he is running 12 2Ks. Okay, so yeah, there's another version of Enel. I'm surprised no broken 6 leaders, y'all. Not leaders, searchers. I'm sorry. No broken 6 searchers. There's another deck right here. We have the Onami Kiku, the 4 Enel, the 4 Ace. He's actually running the 2 searchers. There we go. I feel like this is the proper amount that you're probably going to be running if you are running the searchers too. 4, you might start bricking. But when we look at all the ratios, X-Drake is still at 4 for the Blackbeard matchup. But he is also running, oh, his ratio is actually a little bit different. He's running the 2 Yamato right here. He's running 2 of the Yamato. So he's running 4, 6, 10, 14, 9 to 8 to 10 drops. You know, a lot of big, but I always felt like you brick. That's just me. I always feel like you're brick, but it is what it is. Clearly, he's spinning the block right now. Definitely a shicey list. And let's go over some other lists that did top. Next deck we have is the Smoker. Smoker coming in first place at a local flagship. So we run in the 3 Kuzans. Okay. Anything from EBO2? Anything? Nothing from EBO2. So this is nothing from EBO2 in this set. Wow, got the Kaido, Ice Age, Tashiki. This is what makes the deck run round and round in the circles. Gecko, he's also doing, of course, if you're running a black deck, might as well run the Gecko, Rebecca. And yeah, like I told you guys, this is the premier black deck. You will not see any Luchis in this video. And that's the reason why, is because this will now be the premier black deck moving forward in OP10 and especially in EBO2. Fact, not an opinion. He's definitely fucking yo bitch near a city near you. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep on going. Next deck we got right here is the Blackbeard. So we're gonna get into a couple of Blackbeards. This one went 7-0, top 4. So looks like he did lose in the top 4. He's running the Blackbeard, 4 Burgess. Anything different from EBO2? Nope. This is still EBO2, OPO10, OP10 list. This is the reason why this deck is so good with the 4 Kuzans. And yeah, this is just the OP10 deck list, y'all. There's nothing that really been added from EBO2. So, you know, I'm really surprised. EBO2 came out and it looks like it did absolutely nothing. So, especially, only deck that really did something for is Enel. That's the only deck. Everything else, I haven't seen anything change. Here's another Blackbeard list to see if anything has changed. Looks like everything is still from OP10. Yeah. Everything's still the same. Look, when you just have the regular, you know, double cheeseburger with a side of fries, I mean, you can't go wrong with the good old reliable, okay? Good old reliable, same deck, just a different day. And yeah, that's the Blackbeard deck. Let's see another Blackbeard deck we have right here. And as you guys can see, if you guys haven't noticed, none of these decks are running Laboom. So if you guys bought that Laboom for a crazy amount of price, you pretty much just got goobed. Once EBO2, mainly OP10 comes out, you just drop the Laboom. There's no reason to use it just because you will always have this Kuzan in hand. Fact, not an opinion. So if you guys did spend money on those Labooms, I definitely feel bad for you. This is the teach list. It looks almost all these teach lists kind of slowly starting to look like Dofi lists, where all of it kind of looks the same. Nothing's been different. All the ratios are just, I feel like this deck has been solved. This deck has literally been solved. So you play Blackbeard and you're Blackbeard and you're wondering what your ratios are, just look at this video. These ratios are the same exact ratios from OP10. Nothing has changed. So here's another Blackbeard deck. Flagship winner, first place. I'm telling y'all, nothing has changed. So let's get into some shicey shit. We got Vegapunk. I've always been a fan. I feel like this might be just my favorite yellow card. Fact, not opinion. I use this in every single yellow deck, whether I'm playing Enel or BY Luffy. This clears out games, applies so much pressure. A lot of people just say ready for a 7K beat stick, just coming straight at the face. Pause. But looking at everything else for the Vegapunk list, he is also running this Monkey D. Luffy. Very shy. It's one of the best ball removals in this deck, including with this Nami, and only 2 Regos. That's actually surprising. And it looks like everything is just from OP09. I don't see anything from OP10. So this is an OP09 list. So if you guys did want to play Vegapunk, I'll let you go over it. You see the ratios at the bottom. You guys haven't caught on by now. But yeah, this is definitely an OP09 list. So go ahead and try that out if you guys are a Vegapunk fan. Next deck we got right here is a purple Luffy. I don't think anything has changed. He's actually running this Sachi and Penguin. I usually never see anybody run this. Maybe this is a special tech. What's this? It is from Structure Deck. Yeah, I'm surprised. But when we just take a look at his list, just good old reliable. Nothing from EBO2. Absolutely nothing from EBO2. So even OP10, I don't see anything from OPO10 either. Yeah, OPO10, nothing from OPO10. This is an OPO9 list. So if you guys, and this doesn't play Bonk. This deck doesn't even play Bonk. So if you guys want an OPO10 list with no Bonk that you can play right now, this is the list right now. So go ahead and pause it, rewind it, do whatever you need to do to make sure you're situated and get on that Ploufy, gang. I'm trying to tell you. Now, this is what I'm really interested for. This RP Luffy has gone 6-0. First place, I want to see any EBO2 cards were added to the deck. Let's go ahead and take a look. So far, is this a new one? This is an EBO2 card right here. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 5 or more Don, this character gains Rush. When attacking once per turn, you can return 2 of your active Don to your Don deck. Set this character as active, then add the top card of your life to the hand. Not bad. That's not bad. Hey, EBO2 is really helping Ploufy get to the next level. What about this? This is another EBO2 card. Blocker on KO, Don, -1. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Straw Hat card type and put it into your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is another card for EBO2 that's helping RP Luffy get to that next level. Play the Bon Clay, of course. Besides that, I don't see anything else new. Oh yeah, this is another new card that they're using. On play, if your leader has Straw Hat crew, draw 1, activate main. You may rest this stage of the Don cards in your field equal to or less the Don cards on your opponent's up to 1 of your Straw Hat type characters +2 until the end of the opponent's turn. So I'm not sure why they're really using this for this deck. Maybe just because you get an extra +1 draw, and he's also running the shakes. But yeah, it seems like these 2 cards are really helping Ploufy get to that next level, get over that hump to be able to really, be a meta contender. All right, so if you guys want a Shiesty RP Luffy deck, just wait till that sim comes in. So the next deck we have right here is the Blue Boa Hancock. This is a real fan favorite deck. This has just been on the rise just in general. When we just look at everything kind of looks the same compared to that brand new list we saw over the weekend on stream. Nothing looks added that's new. The only thing is added for this bowl list is this OP10 Kairos, but when we look at everything else is still old. I don't see anything from EBO2. So yeah, good old reliable. You can't go wrong with it. Yeah, everything is from that's already out, been out. So if you guys want a Blue Boa deck list for EBO2 that you could use now in OPO9, no, not OPO9, you could use this OPO10. This is an OPO10 list. So if you guys want to practice OPO10 list, this is it right here for Blue Boa. We have another Blue Boa on the board or on the screen. And when we just take another look at this list, nothing's new. Only thing new from this list is this brand new Kairos. And also, yeah, that's it. Everything else is old. So we guys do want to practice OP10. And you guys got to keep in mind that OPO10 comes out in a month. Next week is February. February is the shortest month of the year, which means in almost a month, we get an OP10. So if you guys want to practice OP10 with a bowl list, just cop that right now. Another list we have right here is another Ploufy list. Let's see here. Anything different? Anything different? Anything different? Everything still looks the same. Yeah, everything looks the same. And this one also does not use Bon Clay. So I'm giving you guys some options. A lot of motherfuckers in the comments be complaining, oh my God, I just can't afford the Bon Clay. I just can't do it. My limit is $3 and I just can't put out $45. Well, motherfucker, this is the list. I don't want to hear no excuses on nothing. If you need a list that don't have Bon Clay, this is another list I'm blessing the streets with. So go ahead and say your prayers because Flacco has showed up to provide for the streets. Fact, not in playing. Ploufy putting in work for OP10. Blackbeard, we have another list for Blackbeard, and I'm just keeping honest with you guys. This shit is just starting to look like a blue Doflamingo. All these ratios are starting to look exactly the same. I feel like this deck is now solved once OP10 comes out, and it also shows us that this is going to be your deck list probably for the next year. So get comfortable. That is the deck list. Let's just go over another one right here. Let's go over another purple Luffy. So another purple Luffy. Nothing has changed with this list. Let's keep on going down. Nothing. Yeah, another deck, another purple Luffy with no Bon Clays. I don't want to hear no excuses. No fucking excuses from no one about not being able to afford Bon Clay. I showed you like 3 or 4 Plouffe lists, and Plouffe's actually doing well. Which one did this get? This got 6 and 1. Very shice. If you guys want a Plouffe list without Bon Clays, this video is definitely for you. Next video, not the next video. The next leader we got is the brand new EBO2 leader, and this leader right here, Monkey D. Luffy. Activate main once per turn. Don -2. If you only have Straw Hat Crew type characters in play, set up the 2 of your rested Don is active. Then the leader gets 1,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So almost kind of has the BY Luffy effect, just having that extra power until next turn. When we just take a look at everything, some of these cards look brand new. This one's not brand new. This one brand. So this one is from EBO2. Your turn. Once per turn, when 2 or more of your Don cards are returned to your Don deck, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck is active. And then this is on play. If your number of Don cards are equal to or less than your opponent's, draw 1. So I'm surprised this deck is actually doing just business. And then on top of that, this is a 5K, no, I'm sorry, 5 drop 7K 1,000 power. Very shice, definitely very shice, my personal opinion. And putting always a baddie in my personal opinion. Next card we got right here is this Frankie. This first time I'm even seeing this card is the 3 drop 4,000 power, 1,000 counter on play when attacking. So this always activates going around Blackbeard. If your leader has a Straw Hat Crew type and the number of Don cards on your board are equal to or less, then your opponents add up to 1 Don card from your Don is rested. So some, some Don manipulation. We already went over this Monkey D. Luffy. You already know what this card does. This card is from EBO1. This card is also from EBO2. Let's see what it does. This was Nami. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Straw Hat Crew type card other than Nami. Then put it in your hand. Then place the rest of the cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So very shy. So that's just a searcher. And we already went over this. What's this card right here? That's old. Yeah, and then just ended it off with the Gum Giant. So yeah, I don't know if this is just first week syndrome, because people just don't know how to play against this deck or what this deck even fucking does in the East. But nonetheless, purple green Luffy is actually spinning the block in this first weekend that we had for EBO2. So congratulations to this player going 2nd place. Very surprising this deck is actually doing anything. I thought I was just going to polish my shoes all day. RP Luffy. So we already went over RP Luffy, got 1st place at a SB. This does play Bon Clay, and this is totally an OP10 list. This is just an OP10 list. So if you guys don't want to wait till EBO2 and want to try something now, this is literally just a fucking OP10 list. Nothing from EBO2. And RP Luffy is really just showing up. I think people are just starting to figure out how to play this deck over there in the East, because this deck has been showing up quite often. Let's go to another list. Blue Doflamingo. I'm gonna be real with you. We're not even gonna talk about this. Okay, that's all you need to see about Blue Doflamingo. Next thing we have right here is the issue. Now, this is some spicy ass shit. I just recently found out that this leader even existed in the game, like literally 2 or 3 days ago. They told me there was an issue leader. I'm like, yeah, right. If there's an issue leader, there has to be fucking shooting stars every time I leave the house. Okay, money just falling down just because I sneezed. I mean, I did not know issue was even in the fucking game until a couple days ago. So the fact that it's even topping first week in for EBO2 is actually something. You guys see it on the screen. Running the 4 Kuzens, 4 Borsalinos, the 4 Sakas, the Sashigis, the Gecko Rebecca's, Spam, the 2 Sabos, 4 Brook, of course. And quite honestly, this is nothing even new. This guy's just cooking. He's just cooking too. Ice Age into the game with the Hody Jones. This issue's just cooking. Nothing is new. Actually crazy. Issue coming up. That's actually insane. Really insane. Really, I mean, you really just can't make it up. Next deck we got right here is Azra, from Azra's Wrath. Congratulations to him for getting 1st place and actually, not beating ass in his video game and coming over here and playing some One Piece with us. Definitely a chill guy. Chef definitely is. He's playing Smoker. Let's see if there's anything new. Nope, nothing new. Now, actually is using 1 searcher. So honestly, we always thought these searchers were going to get abused, and quite honestly, I think we've seen like a total of 5 searchers be used so far in this video after week 1. It looks like the East just isn't a fan of the searchers. I'm surprised we aren't seeing Calgara up in this bitch either. It's actually insane. Let's just keep on going here. Another smoker list. I'm gonna be real. I'm getting tired of seeing the same decks over and over. So we're just gonna scroll down past them fast so you guys can just see the ratios. I know you guys just are here for the deck list. So just go ahead and take a look. This is also all OP10. I think even OP9 as well. I don't think there's anything for OP10. Yeah, you can use this right now. You can use this list OP9 right now. So if this is something you're interested in, smoker, best black deck of the OP10 format outside of Blackbeard. Blackbeard's, like I said, solve Blue Dofi 2.0 when it comes to solvability. Only thing is like ratios. Like sometimes they run 3, sometimes this runs 3, sometimes this runs 2. This deck has just been solved as well. So if you guys are a Blackbeard player, you guys should be happy. You guys really don't have to do any work. You know, also piling up on why a lot of you motherfuckers is so lazy. The Blackbeard players actually in the East had to figure out the sauce, and y'all lazy ass just go on the website and just, you know, net deck, and yep, that's my deck. Yep, that's what I'm going with. That right there. Yep, winning. Definitely can't change the ratios. Can't do it. So this guy is actually running the Laboons. I think a couple other decks that we're looking at, they were running Laboons, but as you guys can see, he's only running 1 Laboon. So even then, is it even worth running the 1 Laboon? I don't think so. I don't know. Let me know below for all our Blackbeard players what you guys think about Laboon in OP10 EBO2. Blue, black, Usopp. You know, when we just take a look at this list, everything's still the same. Still with the 1-legged Toll Soldier. This is a staple. If you guys did not get your ults for that, I feel bad for you. We have the 4 Kairos. Nothing from EBO2. This is a complete OP10 meta deck. Or yeah, this is just straight OP10, nothing from OPO9 or anything else. Everything is just once OPO10 comes out, you could play this deck now, which means if you guys want a good staple template deck for OPO10 for the sim, use this list. It just won. This is the most recent winning deck for Blue Black Usopp in the street trade now. So go ahead and tap in and use that. Bonnie actually showing up and not, you know, not running the streets, giving it up like fucking Voldemort. Actually insane. We have the 2 Zoros. He's actually going off with the 2 Zoros, 2 Doflamingo split. Birdcage rush down. He's also prioritizing the 3 Shanks for rest. Remove anything on the board. Not bad. I guess this is really good against Blackbeard as well. Just summoning this and get rid of it. Cavendish, Hody Jones, nothing from EBO2. Only thing that's new is this from OP10 and also this from OP10. So, you know, if you guys do want to have a good Bonnie list, you aren't going to really see too many. Bonnie's literally nose dived right off a cliff once OPO10 came around. It's definitely not in the top 10 anymore. I always said it's going to be a top 10, but it just hasn't been a top 10. And yeah, Bonnie showing up. If you guys are a Bonnie player, there you go. The next deck we have is another shiesty ass list. I can't even hold you. This is some shiesty ass work right here. R Green Odin. Actually insane. I mean, we just take a look at what it does. Very shiesty. If you guys don't have your Ultileers, pick it up right now. Make sure you use my discount code. I wouldn't say discount, my affiliate code to help the channel out. But when you just look at everything, I don't see anything from EBO2. Actually, this is the only card from EBO2 activating once per turn if your leader has the Land of Wano type or as Portuguese Ace, grant up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader. Then this card gains Rush. So this is a Rush Yamato at 7,000 power. Actually pretty brazy in my personal opinion. And the staple glue of the deck is this Issue. Very crazy. This deck is showing up just with this support. How many of this is even running? It's running Force. Maybe this is the fact. This is the only card this deck really needed to really push it into the meta. I'm very surprised to even see this deck. After the first week, out of all the decks we're seeing this deck, did not expect that. So for all my red, green Odin players, congratulations to you. Next leader that we have is the purple green Luffy. Purple green Luffy, Zordro, Sanji, Putty. We already went over all these. It looks like it almost looks like the same exact list. Only difference that I'm seeing is this card. This is from EBO2, brand new card. Up to 1 of your Straw Hat type characters gains 6,000 power until the end of the turn. That's extremely strong. Then that character does not become active during your next refresh phase. So very crazy. And the rest up to 1 of your opponent's 4 costs or less out of a trigger. Not bad. Straight out of EBO2. This looks like, you know, maybe this deck is viable. I kept on saying that this deck might have been shite, but the East is proving me wrong like they usually do. They always be cooking. They're not like the West where they just net deck and don't really innovate on anything. But yeah, this is the EBO2 week 1 deck list. Very surprising. The searchers aren't being used, but Enel is really doing well in the meta, and that's a fact. I'll let you finish the rest. Look, that's all I got. If you guys liked all the deck lists, let me know below. Tell me what deck you're surprised to see here after week 1 for EBO2. And yeah, that's all I got. But look, before I go, if you're feeling the vibes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And